Hey folks, this is Billy DKY, the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be my video on the causes and the relief of stress. This video came about due to Ninja7CK Manic asking how to relieve your stress and not get frustrated while playing video games. And my short answer to that is your stress and frustration stems from the same source. You're wanting something, you're wanting to win, you're wanting to do good in the video game. And the only solution is to work on that, to not want so much by using those 9 principles of falling away at growth, which is the first link in the information section of the video. And so let's just talk about it more generally about stress and the causes of stress. In general, all stress stems from wanting in one form or another. Therefore, the solution is to quit wanting. And again, you use those 9 principles of falling away at growth to pluck it out, using those principles. So the first principle is apply yourself. So you got to want to let go of that wanting, which a lot of people don't want to let go of that wanting because they feel like it gives them a purpose in life. And so a lot of times we stay trapped because we don't want to cross that line. Second principle, you need to use baby steps to pluck it out day by day, just a little. Don't expect it to all pluck out at once. And again, you don't want to try to force it out. You want to watch it, observe it. Don't try to pluck it out through force. Pluck it out through understanding, experiencing it, and principle 4, attention. Pay attention to it, and don't have emotions about it, but just watch it. Okay, so next point I've got wrote down here. Wanting actually causes you to play worse. And here's what I said. You are standing over your unconscious, trying to make it do better, which brings stress and less performance and eventually frustration. And it all begins with your wanting. You're being like a bad boss who is always riding people's ass, like Gordon Ramsey. And I've had a boss like that before, and all she was doing is just riding my ass all day long. And it's just like, and I sit there thinking to myself, all she's doing is making my life more stressful. The work is not getting done quicker, and it all happened because she couldn't control her wanting and fears and frustrations, and it made my life living hell working with her. And that's the same thing you're doing to your spirit. You're pushing down because, like, come on, perform better. It's like you're forcing it down instead of let your spirit play like it's going to play, and relaxing and just chilling about it and just letting it play out and letting your spirit grow, and it's ridiculous. So what you gotta do is just start observing yourself, watching yourself, and notice how the wanting's causing you all these problems, and just slowly pluck it out again. Use those 9 principles. I've given you the perfect method for getting out of it, those 9 principles. Okay, so let's talk about some real life examples, not necessarily video games. Like I said, I've played video games a lot over my lifetime, and I know what you're going through. You're wanting to get the high score. Oh man, you want to achieve. You want to beat your buddy's score. You want to be the best at this game, whatever it is, and you just gotta let that tension go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying don't play your best. I'm saying play your best by letting go of the wanting. I'm not saying give up and lay down like a sponge on the ground, or you know what I'm saying, and just do nothing. So don't jump from trying real hard to pretend you're not trying, and then just keep doing what you're doing and just back up just a little bit. Baby steps. Don't just jump back and forth. Oh, I ain't trying to try. I'm pretending I'm trying not to try. No. I used to play darts and I do that, and I knew I had to quit trying to want it, and I would try not to want it, and then throw the dart on the ground. It's silly. So don't get caught up in that. Just stay with where you're at. Evaluate where you're at, and just slowly as you evaluate, it'll start shifting on its own. And it'll come back to where you're doing the best you can. Okay. Some real life examples, a hot chick. So let's imagine you and your coworker are getting in the elevator, and let's say you're straight and he's gay. You get in the elevator, this super fly hot chick comes walking in there. What's the first thing that's going to happen? You be like, you're going to clamp up. You're not going to be talking as friendly like you are with your coworker. You may be talking and stuff, and you're just going to clam up, and you may try to do some silly play like, how's it going today? You know what I mean? You're going to act all freaky, and your pulse is probably going up. You're going to clamp down on, sort of lose it a little bit. And where the gay guy standing beside you, he's going to say, hey, how's it going? No tension, no relaxation. She may say, oh, it's doing fine, talking to him. And And she might look at you like you're a little bit, what's wrong with your buddy? You know, she might not say it, but she's going to give that look. And so the whole point was, your best odds with that hot chick was you not wanting her. I know, you're like, no, I don't want to give up the wanting. Well, the wanting's what's keeping you away from her. So it's hilarious. Life is always trying to teach you something. It's trying to teach you to get better. It's trying to grow you in some way. It's trying to get you to overcome so you can progress and grow more. It's trying to help you to get to where you want to go. But like I tell people, I said, the truth is always there. It's just waiting for you to get over yourself. So, you know, your max potential at this video game is just waiting for you to get over you wanting it so you can progress to the highest level. Instead of wanting, you look at it as something to grow yourself as a human being. So change the perspective. You're not trying to win this video game. You're trying to grow as a human being. That's your ultimate goal. Once you get in harmony with that, you start overcoming it. Okay, dogs. You ever been to the dog park and try? Oh, I want to hug that dog. It's so cute. And it just runs away from you. Just runs away and runs away. Then you got somebody just sitting there doing nothing. Don't give a rat's ass about nothing. Just enjoying the view and the day and the air. And the dog just walks up and just puts its head on its lap. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's the same. Again, it's the same with women. You want them, they run from you. If you don't want them, they come towards you. So, and again, that's just the universe working itself out. Once you see that everything's energy, you really start seeing it from a different perspective instead of a self-centered state of mind. And I'm not saying once you realize it's all energy, oh, I'm so depressed. Oh, life's all about energy, not about me. No, that's ego. That's just whining because life ain't all about you, and life ain't all about you. Okay. I did have one other one on dogs. I forgot what it was now. Oh, yeah, no, I have a hot chick. I lived in this apartment complex in Louisville, and I went in there, you know, summertime, the pool. I went into the pool, and there's a couple girls in. Like, wow, yeah, I was, you know, sort of watching them a little bit, and I noticed they really wouldn't give me any attention. But there's this other dude there. He wasn't part of my group, you know, and he just sitting there. He didn't give a rat's ass about those chicks, and I could hear those chicks. They were going, "Wow, who's that guy?" You know, they were curious because he wasn't filled with desire, and it's like it was super hot, man. It's just like it turns a switch in. And I'm not talking about pretending you don't want a hot chick. You're like, I ain't one. No, I'm talking if you actually don't. It's seductive. So. Again, let go of the one and you'll find it. You get more of everything. Okay, so let's Matt. You say, oh, Billy, all stress don't come from wanting. If I was out in the middle of the woods and a cougar come up on me, that wouldn't be because of wanting. Yep, it would too. It's you wanting to be alive. So let me give you a scenario. I'm out camping by myself. I'm wanting to be alive, and a cougar comes over the hill. I start getting scared. The cougar senses my fear. It starts going into predator mode. It goes boom. It wants to come down there and take me. And let's say I take off running through the woods. That's exactly what it wants. It wants me to turn into prey. Or let's say that, I feel the fear, and then boom, you know, since I'm an aggressive person, I grab up my hatchet and I start coming at it, and it feels aggressive. Like, hey, what are you doing coming at me? I ain't doing nothing to you. And it comes charging at me. So, but then let's imagine another scenario. I don't care if I live or die. And so I'm standing after the cougar comes over the hill, right? And it's looking at me, and I'm looking at it, and we're just sitting there looking. And let's say it realizes I'm not prey and I'm not a predator, so it just goes on its way. I go on my way and everything's fine. Nobody's hurt. Everything's fine. So anyway, what you got to do, let's see. Okay, so basically what you got to do is get over the wanting. Once you get over the wanting, then your game will start getting better. And again, realize life is about growth. It's not about some egotistical attainment and achieving some new level or conquering the game. When you play the video game, play it from a state of wanting to grow as a human being, and just like I say, slowly pluck away at that wanting, and you'll feel the stress and frustration go away. And again, if you don't work on this now, it's going to haunt you your whole life. That wanting will follow you everywhere you go. It'll just be a new thing. Maybe it'll be trying to get ahead at work, and you'll piss people off. And so the sooner you can get over your problems, the more you can grow. And again, it's about growth, so just, you know, focus on that. Use those 9 principles. First link in the information section of the video. Just read through it, and you know, occasionally I'll be updating it to, you know, make it more profound. And eventually I'll get a book out, and then you read the book, and then you'll be like, holy crap, man, that is awesome. That's really going to help me grow more in my life. Why? Because that's my goal, to help you grow, and that helps me grow, and everybody wins. So anyway, till the next video, later.